Hello, welcome into this mystery reading. My name is Molly. I'm the QuantumLeapQueen. Thanks for joining me on today's reading. These readings are timeless. This is a library for you to come utilize whenever you need some extra nourishment in your life. So I'm going to start off by setting the intention to give you guys the best messages that you need to hear today. Trust that if you clicked on this video, that there is a message here for you. So I'm going to start with the tarot. I'm going to start with the Pause Tarot, so I can get some details on what's going on with you in your life right now. So let's start. What does this group need to look at most right now in their lives whenever this video is finding you? I'm coming, by the way, I'm coming at you from my studio in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And the building across the street, there is some guys peering in, looking at this reading, some workers over there. Okay, I have the Six of Wands in the reverse. That's the first card out. Let's find out what other things here. The Seven of Cups in the World. Okay. Okay, this group has so much to give, but I'm getting that there's like an identity crisis happening. You have so much to give. Like, you have so many gifts with the World and the Seven of Cups. It's like you are a multifaceted individual. I feel like there's multiple things that you have gained skills around, like extensive skills, and you're actually able to manifest, to help people in many different areas of life. The Six of Wands coming out in the reverse tells me like you don't always give yourself enough credit, or you don't always like step into the identity of like how much you have to give. Sometimes you downplay yourself, your life, your abilities, the work that you've done. Sometimes you don't see your own greatness is really what I'm hearing. So let's take a look at this and we'll see what else I can tell you to help to alleviate the doubt. There's just like some self-doubt I see that's maybe still lingering in your energy, even if you're aware of it, you know, logically, like you have no reason to doubt yourself, but it's still there, or a hint of it, a whisper of it is what I'm getting. I have the Knight of Swords. There's still something about needing to prove yourself. Definitely could have been some conditioning from childhood and whatnot, but you almost feel like you need to be able to prove what you have to give in order to receive the love, the attention, the things that you want, you know, back in return. So that energy of like needing to prove yourself is actually like what's propelling people away from you, if that makes sense. That's what I'm seeing, is like there's this this unrest, or this desperation almost to prove yourself. And desperation is not an energy that attracts, it actually repels, right? So notice that within yourself, what's going on there. And know, like, you don't need to prove yourself. The ones that get it, and the ones that don't. And you don't need to prove yourself. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, you have a really, like, you have this innate sense of humbleness within you. Like, it's almost like no matter how, let's say, like, big you get, or like how well you're known, you're not gonna let that get to your head. You're always gonna come back to that place of humility. And you know that about yourself. You know that about you. But also, I'm hearing like you also have to have a spine, and you also can't be downplaying your skills, abilities, and your worth. Your worth. It's not up for debate. So yeah, I'm getting that very strongly with this group, to choose like the not proving of yourself, because you know that like at the end of the day you're always going to come back to that place of humility. And I'm almost hearing like you have this hustle mentality, like it's almost like you really give above and beyond, and you're only expecting like crumbs in return. So because you're expecting all of that, that's kind of what you're getting in your reality. So I want to look into more advice for you now to kind of get things back into balance and not feeling like, yeah, you need to prove yourself. Eight of Cups. One thing that they're suggesting is like when an opportunity really doesn't align, don't be afraid to just walk away. Like, don't try to force things into your reality or force things to work. I'm hearing like if it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no. Like, truly, like what's meant for you will come to you, cannot miss you, and what's truly meant for you will stay. So there doesn't need to be like, I'm hearing you don't even have to be in your mind about it. You got to be in your heart and your soul about it. It's not like, oh, well, maybe I should stick this out because maybe it will give me something down the road. No, if it feels off, it's time for you to go. Don't be afraid to walk away. It's time to get fluent in goodbye. Truly, that's going to show the universe, life, which is you stand on business when it comes to your self-respect. So you are creating the boundaries around you. You're creating what comes in, what goes out. And they're saying just stand on business more with that. Don't be settling for things that don't align with you. You know, sometimes we're like, we have to be in a job or something like we don't necessarily fancy. It doesn't quite fill up our soul. And sometimes we have to do that just to get by, like just to make money, let's say. But even if you're in a situation like that isn't quite aligned with you, but you kind of have to stay with it, recognize that this is a temporary situation and be grateful for it, that it's here for you now to give you the resources you need or the whatever it is, emotional resources you need, but that there is other opportunities coming in for you and you're open to them, and that you're never stuck in the situation that you're in. So remember that as well. That's what I'm hearing. Let me see what last advice there is for you before we move on to some oracle messages for this group. I have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands. Yes, I just get like, yeah, you are just not available for drama. The Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands, when there is drama around you, I just get like, it's just not something you invest in. And you're right to do that because, you know, you're not the victim. You're ultimately the creator of your reality. So you just don't invest in the drama. And I'm hearing like, this is part of the drama of your mind. Like your mind sometimes will go off on crazy loops, crazy adventures that bring you down, like the what if this happens, and like what if worst case scenario happens. But the answer is you are in control of how much attention and focus you give into those thoughts of spiraling drama. So like to really own that about yourself, to really know that, to really own that, and to know that you are in control of that. You're in control of how much attention you give to it. So this is about getting out of victim and more into that empowerment. So I know you know this. This is a reminder for you in this time. Three of Swords and Judgment at the top of the deck. Whatever, like, this is a message of like, karma is always served. So if someone did you dirty, or if like you just had a bad situation happen, it's not your job to make sure that the karma is fulfilled. That takes care of itself. That is a self-fulfilling prophecy and a mechanism that is totally a part of life. So if you are still holding on to anything from the past hurts, allow yourself the grace to be able to just let go and forgive. Can be easier said than done. Sometimes you do have to process those emotions and get them out of the body by processing. But as well, it's not your job to make sure everyone gets their karma. I feel like you're a very like fair person at the end of the day, and you're always looking for checks and balances because you're trying to be balanced in your life. But some things that people did in the past really bother you still. They really upset you. And you're like, I'm getting this idea of like, how could a person do this? Be grateful you don't understand how they could do this, because think about the misery they have to be in their lives to do what they did. So let that go too. This is about you staying in your lane, watering your own garden, and truly your thoughts, your vibration, your decision on what to focus on in every day is what's watering your garden and creating the reality around you. So remember that. Okay. One last thing I'm just going to say, because this is at the top of the decks, the Seven of Wands. You don't have anything to prove to anyone. The most important thing that you can do is come back to yourself right now and realize, like, I don't need outside validation from anyone. I am who I am, and in this moment in my life, this is where it is. And that is perfect, right where I'm at. So no more searching outside of you for outside validation. Validate yourself. And right where you're at, wherever you're at in your journey, it's perfect. You're not meant to be anywhere else. So the acceptance. Okay. Let's move on to some oracle messages. I'm going to start with the Moonology. Let us take a look. So what is the best message for this group today? What's the best message for this group that they need to hear right now? Thank you. We have emotions are running high with the supermoon. Yes, actually, I'm filming this on the day of the supermoon. That's so wild. It's the supermoon in Taurus right now. And I kept seeing the Taurus card trying to pop out too. So it's like the energy of today is really potent for whenever you're seeing this reading. I set very detailed intentions for this reading to help you to recognize your own worth and your own power. And it's just amplified by this supermoon. You know, the supermoon is when the moon is truly closest to Earth in its orbit, so it appears to be even bigger than a normal full moon. So you could be feeling like very emotional, let's say, in this time, but that just means you're at like a breaking point, you could say, or a breakthrough point, because you're sick of feeling the same way, and you're sick of like life being the same way, let's say, or like getting the same results. But the purpose of this reading and you hearing this today is about you coming back to that source of power within you. And it's not about giving away your power to anyone or anything outside of you. And it's coming back to, all right, ownership of everything that's happening. I am feeling a lot right now. It is very big. I'm very sick of the way that things have been going. And I know that I have the power to change it. So I guess that's a little supermoon rampage for you. Taurus as well is about value. It's ruled by Venus. It's about beauty. It's earth energy, and it's fixed energy. It's like the stability. Okay, so feeling stable within you and not, again, needing anything from the outside to say, oh, okay, now you're validated. Now this person likes me. Now I have enough likes on this. I have enough followers. I have enough money. Who freaking cares? Okay? Strip all of that away. Strip all of the illusion of life away. What's left? The infinite self. And that's you. So remember that. You are infinite. Infinite, infinite. So, yeah, okay. We are getting big messages today with the supermoon. Let's move on. I'm going to pull from I Create My Reality next. And we shall see what other messages are here for this group. What's important? Oh, okay. We have a couple. So this one says, stay young. Over the rainbow here, it says, I am as young as I feel. Time is only a measurement. Age is a state of mind. Every day brings opportunities to learn better ways to be who you are. When you stop doing what makes your soul happy, you stop living life to your full potential. Enjoy life to the fullest, and that will keep you young. Stay healthy and remember to always have fun. Okay. Yes. True beings, like, it is. You're only like as young or vibrant like as you feel on the inside. Like, our souls never age. Our souls are timeless, right? So, you know, I'm in a 29-year-old body right now. Eventually I'll have an 80-year-old body, God willing, and I'm gonna feel the same as I do right now. You know, I might have a slower body, you might have a slower body, but our souls, I'm still gonna always feel like my child self. I think that's one thing I'm really proud about myself for, is like, I never let being an adult like change me. Like, I really still so much feel like my little girl self, and I'm never gonna let that go, truly, because that's my heart, that's my soul. And same with you. Your child is everything. Nourish the child and you will stay young and vibrant forever. The second one says, I am who I am and I love myself. It says, I am the one I've been waiting for. I love myself unconditionally. There was no one like me. I am who I am and I honor who I am. In order to truly connect with others, I must first connect with myself. I am the one I need. I am the one who will make me who I am meant to be. Stand on business. That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. Yes. You know, like, we've all been with people who, it's like their insecurities are just bleeding out, and like you can just tell, and you just kind of want to be like, you're choosing to see yourself this way. You're choosing to be in these insecurities. But sometimes it's so ingrained, right? Yes, and not that we all haven't been there, right? For sure, we've all been there. But this is a new like awakening. I feel like in this time on the planet, it's like, oh yeah, our source is not outside of us. The whole thing is us. Like, the whole thing is us. So remembering that we're just like a drop in the ocean of the infinite self, and within that drop is the whole ocean itself. Like, you're everything. You're everything. So that's a reminder for you. Okay, I'm going to read from Sacred Symbols, Tarot, Oracle next. We'll get a symbol card for you. What is the best messages you need to hear? By the way, I always leave the links to the decks down in the description. What is the best message for this group from this deck? Okay, we got a couple here. We have Courage, nice, with the lightning. Ooh, and Talisman, ooh, nice. These are cool. I'm really curious about the Talisman because from my understanding, that is a piece that you put intentions into and it becomes like a powerful piece because you've created it to be that way. But let me just see if it talks about that here. Okay, Talisman. The Talisman represents new doors opening for you now. New pathways are present at this time. It also invites you to find or create and charge an appropriate symbol, amulet, or mantra to help support your current endeavors or healing. Empower this talisman with your intention to evoke its magic in your everyday life. Meditate with this card to act as a powerful road opener to a new adventure or opportunities, or to discover hidden talisman of power, love, and peace. The symbol is a key. The skeleton key is often used in magic symbology to move from one place in life to another. It also is one of many symbols of the goddess Hecate. Ooh. When worn as a talisman or changed or charged with intention, the key can free us from our self-imposed cages and move us into the part of the journey by opening new doors of opportunity. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so this could be, okay, so Hecate is here. Very powerful, dark feminine, and incomplete feminine. Like, I think when we think about like the dark feminine, it's like she's embodied like all of her. Like, that's what I think of the dark feminine. She's not afraid of her light or dark. She's explored it all. She knows she is it all. And that is truly, that's the universe itself. So what I feel like is a great suggestion here is to make your own talisman. You do that by having like a little ritual. You pick a little, it could be like a necklace, like a little amulet or something, whatever you choose, and set powerful intentions into it. This reading is a lot about, having the courage to just own who you are, all of you, all your humanness, all your spiritualness, all the flaws, all the perfection, all of it. So coming back to that place of not needing to any sort of outside validation, really, really just choosing yourself and being empowered by you. So you could create an amulet or something that you can carry around with you, set the intentions in it, and make it like a super powerful object that you can carry with you. And when you have this object on you, it's giving you that energy to remember how powerful you are. So, and I'm sure there's tons of videos out there about how to do that if you're looking for more details. But that's a suggestion for you to really help integrate the lessons here, which is self-empowerment. Okay. So, love that for you. And finally, I'm going to pull from the Animal Oracle. We'll get one final message for this group. What is this group needing to hear most? Thank you. Cute. It says small steps, big accomplishments. And also it's number 8, the infinite self. We have Turtle Island. Let me read to you what the message is. Okay, small steps, big accomplishments. This is the turtle. Sea turtles migrate thousands of miles each year while swimming at a slow, methodical pace. The key medicine is that what you wish to manifest will take dedicated, consistent, and patient effort. Land Turtle reinforces this message about the slow process towards your desire, further speaking to us about how grounded this point of view is. Nothing represents being grounded quite like the land turtle. Built sturdy and close to Mother Earth. Small, consistent efforts will lead to long-lasting success. Be patient. Do not rush for immediate rewards. Understand that immediate gratification cannot sustain what is needed for long-term success. Shortcuts yield short-term success, and instant gratification is for the weak of mind. Sea turtle is not instantly born with the sea swimming towards his goal. He must first build his muscles by slowly breaking out of the shell and journeying towards his desire to be the great sea. Allow things to develop at their own pace and plan for a lengthy dedication towards your goal. This is a very promising card as it speaks to happy results. You are building something great, and its full fruition needs time. Turtle's medicine shares that slow and steady efforts are of the most importance to you. Something powerful is in development. What is built slowly stands longer. What is built slowly stands longer. So that's a great reminder. I know maybe this reading has seemed fast-paced, but it's such a good reminder for you to just like, to slow down when you are coming back to yourself, because it's not easy. Like, I feel like I can speak about this pretty fluently now and with a lot of, I guess, dedication, but you haven't seen the years of work that I put into myself to be able to get to this point where the power is within me. I know, like, when I was like a teenager and stuff, I had such self-deprecating thoughts. Like 90% of my thoughts were like how ugly I was and how ugly my body was. And like, I just feel like we all as humans go through the struggle of like really coming back to our power and our self-worth, because a lot of that is like conditioning to keep us forgetting like how powerful we are. So as you're coming back to yourself and remembering how powerful you are and how much worth you have, which is infinite, you are infinitely worthy, take your time with that. And it literally is the small little things in day to day that help you to remember who you are. So take your time. There is no rush. Truly, it is the slow and steady wins the race. Truly, truly. So I think that's a perfect last reminder for you and a last message. So that's it. That includes this reading. I hope it brought you nourishment. I hope it reminds you of your powers. Perfect for this super full moon in Taurus. So yeah, enjoy the journey, slow it down, and yeah, remember your power. Whenever you need more nourishment, come on back to these readings. Always pick them just based on your intuition. Whichever one calls you, that's where you get the medicine. So trust yourself. Nourish yourself. See you guys on the next reading. Okay. Bye.